I get back to me on this first job with Ali G, Sacha Baron Cohen.
Yeah.
You get in the door.
Yeah.
You get a meeting with this guy.
Yeah.
How do you write for Sacha Baron Cohen when it's basically like one big phony phone call? You sit there and you come up with premises?
Yeah, they would tell you, it was Will's job, actually, to come up with, like, he would pitch who we would interview, and it was his job to book them. So, for example...
That's your buddy who had cancer.
Yeah.
He's the guy who wrote... Did you meet him on the working for Ali G?
Yeah, we met on the Ali G show.
Oh, see, that's good.
Yeah, it's good. And that's why we work together in the movie, because we work together in real life.
You met him. How many writers were on the Ali G show?
Like 5.
And when you show up the first day, do you wear a suit and tie? Like,
no. I mean, we were 22 years old.
Yeah, but I mean, like, was it big money? I bet you it was pretty...
No, it was like, their whole production office, everything was in a room smaller than this room that we're in right now.
And what do they pay you for something like that?
I think we split... like $1,200 a week, maybe. So
wow.
I guess we got $600 a week each. And Evan had to hire visa lawyers to get the job, so he actually lost like 10 grand working on that show, I think. But yeah, so you'll be told, for example, like, okay, tomorrow we're interviewing a fucking plastic surgeon or something like that. Right. So then you'll start writing questions. It is really hard. It's as hard as you would think it is, because you have to kind of predict what the person might say.
So you know what character he's going to use, whether it's Ali G or one of his other characters.
So like Bruno's interviewing a plastic surgeon. So, a funny... Or we did a thing where he interviews a psychic, which they later did in the movie also.
Right.
So... You'll think of an idea, like, okay, maybe he can fucking talk to his ex-boyfriend who's dead, okay? And then
that's funny already.
We'll do that. And then maybe he wants the psychic to, maybe he wants to start blowing his dead ex-boyfriend's ghost in front of the psychic. So,
did you come up with that? Because he does that. He blows his boyfriend's ghost.
Yeah, that was something that it was originally on the show, and then it didn't work well on the show, but they did it. They ended up doing it.
They did it in the movie. It was great because he's sitting there blowing the ghost.
It was fucking hysterical. And I remember like being in the room and Sacha miming, getting on his knees and blowing a ghost and thinking, this is the craziest fucking thing.
So that's how it works. Sacha sits there with you. How many guys, how many writers are there? Are there any women who work on this, or is this a guy's mentality?
No, there was some women who were producers. All the writers were guys, though.
I could see that, though. It's a very guy thing.
Yeah, and they were all British guys except for me and Evan. So it was like the original guys, like the director, James Bobbin, and Sacha and Jamie and Ant. They were like the British guys.
But when you're a writer on a show, how important is it for you to bond with these guys? Is it all business, or do you have to like form a whole comfort zone with them? Because pitching an idea in front of a bunch of people is really scary.
It is, and you have to. It helps if you get along with them, and I do. And we did get along all of them.
Did Sacha ever criticize or ridicule you guys for making a dumb idea, or would he allow all of that to happen? Naturally, and like not make people feel stupid for pitching a stupid idea.
No, yeah, he wouldn't make you feel dumb. He would just ignore it.
I was going to say, what happens when you lay a bomb?
You would all just kind of pitch
He takes
stuff.
a big shit on you.
Yeah, exactly. He would literally shit in your face. He would shit in your eyeballs.
So when you're a writer on there, you're sitting in there, you're with these British guys. It's you and your friend, the guy who ended up writing 50-50.
Yeah.
And
Evan.
Evan, and you're sitting there. And you pitch, hey, you're going to blow your boyfriend who's dead.
Yeah.
And does it ever occur to you, oh, my God, this job is so ridiculous.
Yes.
Like, this is crazy.
That job all the time. And because then we went on the road with him, too. So, like, me and Evan were literally, like, in fucking, like, San Antonio, Texas, like, fucking with people, and like we were afraid we were going to get murdered. Like literally, we're like, we've come to Texas, like a bunch of Canadian Jews and British people. We're fucking going to San Antonio with the goal to like fuck with them and make them feel stupid.
Right.
Like, this is like the most dangerous thing you could possibly be doing.
It really is dangerous.
Yeah, it really is.
There are times I think about Sacha and what he does. Is he stopping all that now because of the danger factor? He's made sort of enough money, and he's kind of like, you know what? I'm not going back out and doing that anymore.
I don't know.
You speak to him.
I mean, no, but I don't know if he plans on doing more of like that type of stuff or not.
He's getting a lot of mainstream work.
I know he just made like a movie that's like a real kind of
movie,
narrative movie.
How long did you do that job for?
It didn't last that long. I think it altogether lasted like 6 months or something.
And that comes about from giving him the script to Superbad and saying, this is what me and my friend
Or
wrote.
maybe his agents. I mean, I honestly don't even know if he had read Superbad.
Like on Sundays or the night before, a few days over, I'll come in overnight and make sure I'll have stuff ready. Because if I come in at 4:30, and
when is the last time you called one of these girls?
over the weekend, like Friday or Saturday.
All right, so you had a big date Friday night.
Yeah, I guess.
After you're done, do you feel demeaned? In other words, do you feel empty inside?
Yes.
Like, oh shit, this is horrible.
Yes.
Right. I can't believe I just wasted money on
Yes.
that. Right.
I don't.
How much does it cost, JD? Because you said you spent $10,000.
Oh, I'm not real.
What is a minute? How much is it?
Some can be like
$3,
$2.99 a minute. Some can be like $7, which I hardly go to.
$7 a minute.
$7.99. Yeah.
Now, when you're going to call a $7 a minute girl,
I rarely do. She's got to be really fucking hot.
Are you hard before you get on the line with her so you can get you're ready to shoot? In other
I
words?
don't know. Sometimes.
Yeah, smart.
And he can see these women?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Because, he said they got to be really hot. I didn't know.
Right. No, it's a.
If he's just looking at a picture
They
and then
see
hearing
him.
a
And
voice.
Robin,
they
do you
see
remember-
you too, right?
No.
You remember what he said back in the day, what he had the girls do with dildos?
What did he have them do? I forget.
I don't remember, yeah.
He would have them suck the dildos, which was
Suck that dildo.
something to me.
Suck that dildo. Hurry up. It's
Suck that
$7
dildo.
a
Suck
minute.
that dildo. This time is money.
And Howard, you said, well, does she talk dirty? And he goes, well, her mouth's usually full, so I can't understand what she's saying.
We're just gonna relive yesterday. This whole thing.
I'm sorry.
Remember, JD used to have kissy fur, use nipple clamps? That's the part I heard, too.
Oh,
Remember, you used to have her put nipple clamps on. What was that about?
She might have been more into those than I was. I don't
Right.
know. I don't know.
You know.
No, I don't.
You don't know what turns you on? You know.
I know. Listen, I've never really been necessarily into nipple clamps, but I don't know.
So when a chick is $7 an hour, how long are you on there for? Like, if you're on 3 minutes, you've already spent over $20.
Yeah, like I said, I hardly go.
How long is the average session? Would you say?
Like it's
How long?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Good Lord.
Ooh, 10 minutes?
God.
I mean, he's on a budget. What's he doing? A couple of times a week? It's about $100 a week he's spending.
Yeah.
At least.
Man.
That's what I don't like about any of this. That's why you need a girl for $100 a week. Although that's still cheaper than a girlfriend.
I was going to say, how is
Maybe you got a point.
And I don't have to talk to
$100
him
cheaper
after.
than a girlfriend?
Have you ever been online? I've never called one of these places, but I used to do that phone where you get on the phone and you beat off,
Yes.
but it was free, you know. But have you ever been on and you, for some reason or another you don't finish, and you just say, you know what, I've been on for like 15 minutes, I got to get the fuck off here, and you don't finish?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. So, sometimes I won't finish and I'll end up going to just like a porn website, like Tube Galore or whatever, and finding a video. I finish in there and then I really feel like an asshole.
Where do
was
you
the
go?
name of the-
Two Galore?
Yeah, Tube Galore.
What?
Tube Galore.
Oh,
That's it.
Tube Galore.
Yeah.
Two galore.
Pussy Galore.
Two galore.
Two Galore.
Two galore.
Great Galore. Wow. Man, you're $7 a minute. Now, the girls for $7 a minute are that much better looking? They got to be.
They set their own prices, but some are. Yeah.
Wow. What do? You give you a credit card? Or PayPal?
No, it's
Your credit card.
Yeah.
You trust these guys with your credit card information? I mean, it's a sleazy business.
Yeah, well, I have a couple. One's like a bank card, and then something's like a regular
You got a
credit
whole
that has a
system.
certain limit.
Right. Oh, just for your porn. That's smart.
Whatever.
See, he's got a special. I like that.
That's smart.
He's got a special.
I
That
have
is
a
smart.
ceiling cup.
I need a special credit card just for porn. I will. Or that way,
I don't use it just for whatever.
You're a smart pervert.
Now, you could have
I'm
ended
perverted
it
too.
as you're smart.
Believe me, this is my pervert card.
Hello, Chase. How's my pervert card credit limit?
Hey, dude, I'm no better. I ain't putting you down. I'm just trying to learn.
No, I don't want you to learn.
I jerk off for free. I jerk off.
I know.
Because I go on YouPorn.
And you have a wife.
Yeah, the wife seems to take care of it.
Oh, so porn isn't quite good enough when you're without a relationship? So he needs like a live? Is that the lure?
That's what I think he's saying.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to emasculate the guy. I'm just trying to find out. No, there's a lot of guys in our audience. Let's not act like we're any better.
Well, these sites
Right.
And, I mean, there's all kinds of things. So lots and lots and lots of men
Yeah, let me say something.
are using these
Lest anyone think we're emasculating JD. He's a lonely guy. All right, there's a lot of lonely guys out there. And this is a stress buster. The stress that he's under from this highly stressful job of watching television.
But not only that, when I'm sure,
Way to just simplify things there.
things, build up.
Right.
And he can probably think a ton better
I've got Vesuvius in my pants.
after all of this.
I'm very erect.
What do I do with this?
I don't think it's bad or weird or anything like that. What cracked me up was the badass and then the specific details, which I understand probably a lot of people do, but...
Kat, I want his new name. I'm with you.
There's no new name.
There is a new name. Admit that there's a new name.
There's no...
You don't have a
nothing.
new online name.
No.
Then what do you do? Then you call yourself JD
Don't worry
Harmeyer.
about my name. Even if I did, I'm not saying anything anymore.
You are Napoleon Dynamite.
That Revelation show is... God. This is one of the worst days of my life.
That's what it came from, the Revelation show. What was your revelation again that you spend...
I spent 10 grand on porn, and then everyone said how shitty the Revelation was. So then I felt I need to give more and more. I wouldn't shut the fuck up.
Dear.
Just kept going and going. I was like, oh no, JD.
I don't know. You seem to be... I'm genuinely curious what you're up to, but I'll never find out.
I'm done saying what I'm up to.
Why?
Cause
Howard Stern show.
Yeah.
And it's what we do.
Oh, okay.
Wouldn't you like to
Listen, if it was that important, I would
Robin's
say.
told everything about her sex life. She's a woman.
So did I.
No.
So have I.
You're up to something new. Robin is.
There's nothing. And there's nothing. It was the same bullshit.
But wouldn't you like to live a life where
You're free.
you didn't have to be
Hide.
secret and
No.
hide?
Like Dexter.
No,
has
you
them.
I'm tired of people knowing everything about me.
Do you watch Dexter?
No.
Well, he has a secret that he can't...
I watched the first season. I wasn't it.
I have a dark passenger.
Right.
And it's my penis.
Dexter has a dark passenger. He's a serial killer, and he can't be authentic with anyone. He only wants to reveal himself. I'm trying to do that for you. And by the way...
Is there something wrong with what you're doing?
No.
Then
I'm just
don't
saying
be
no.
ashamed.
But it's rehashing the same thing, and I'm tired
Right.
of talking about it.
I just want to know what that new nickname is.
There's no new nickname.
You have to have an on-screen name to get on these sites. You
Do
have
you?
to. Of course you do.
Oh, I don't know.
Absolutely.
I don't know.
He had to name himself something new when he retired the badass. All right, here's my theory, my guess, that you really are still the badass, and you're saying you're not in order to protect your secret identity.
Whatever.
Am I right or am I wrong?
You're wrong.
I'm wrong. You retired the badass. You swear on that?
Yes.
Okay.
That is no more anywhere. Not in emails.
Are you cheesy on these sites? Is that your name, Cheesy?
No.
Cheesy D.
No.
Cheesy D? Does your name have something to do with sex?
No.
Right. I have a horny passenger.
He's a sticky passenger.
Well, Robin is right about that. That you ought to liberate yourself and come out of the
No,
closet.
that's okay. I'm liberated enough. Thank you.
Right. So when you called Friday to the place you called, what was the girl good?
Yeah.
What did she do that made it so good? Did she do something kinky?
No, I mean it's mainly the dildo thing. And
You have them suck on the dildo
Yes.
still? Yeah,
Yes.
that turns you on.
yes, shut up, Benj.
Yeah, Benji.
Fuck you and Elisa.
Right. Are you jealous of his girlfriend? Because she's
No.
a very good-looking girl.
He can have her.
Oh, you don't like her?
It's all right. It's fine. Just not,
I wouldn't spend $7 on it.
I find her very attractive.
She's good looking, yeah.
Yeah, but you feel she's using him. Are you in that camp?
Listen. I don't know what's going on there, and I really don't
Benji's
want to.
like, use me all you want.
Hey, God bless him.
Keep using me.
I love Benji.
Yeah.
Jay, you don't
Long as
think
he's
it's
happy.
funny to like a girl to suck on a dildo and to pay for it?
It's whatever.
You don't see that?
Oh my God!
There's nothing
Can I
wrong
leave
with
now,
it.
please? Can I
What?
leave?
No. No. If you leave now, it'll be weird.
Well, this isn't weird.
So this girl that you were with Friday night, how long did the session go?
I did like 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
I don't even
Was she
really
a
remember who it
$3
was.
Was she $3 an hour or $7 an hour?
No, it was probably like a $3.99.
$3.99. All right.
Yeah.
They got you for $3.99. $4 a minute. When you're sitting there beating off, do you go, oh my God, I got to keep my eye on the clock?
No. I mean, depends.
How do you know that at the end of the month, like, let's say you went for 15 minutes, but they charge you for 25. Like, do you keep track? Do you keep a record of how long you stayed on?
You can see that. You can see what you spend.
Right, but
is it like the Bunny Ranch where you set the price ahead of time so you know how long you had?
No.
No?
Yeah, you say, I don't want to go over 40 minutes.
I want a flat rate.
Yeah. I think we know each other well enough for a flat rate. We've been together now for 6 years. No shot at getting any of these girls to go out with you on a real date, though, right? That just doesn't go down.
No, I mean, a lot of these, they don't even live anywhere near
Right,
here.
God knows where they are.
And you take them in a private room, their lips are moving, and you can hear their voice.
Yeah,
So it's not like some sort of scam where it's already pre-recorded.
No.
They call you whatever your name is and all that.
Right.
Now,
I mean, unless you like look at someone in Europe or whatever.
Right.
What does that mean?
I mean, they just the
It doesn't match?
yeah. Sometimes.
Right. The sync is off.
Yes.
Does he's not in a group? He's
No.
alone.
No, you're in a group to start with, and then, right, then you
Yes.
take a girl into a private room.
Yes.
That's the way it's been described to me.
Yes.
And you're saying sometimes you end up with Europe or whatever.
No, I mean it's
Have you
just
ever had someone from Africa?
there's girls from Africa on there.
Wow.
So he's having sex around the world.
Yeah. Spreading your seeds. so to speak.
International JD.
Is that your name, International JD?
Hello, Padma.
Is there ever a language problem, like where the girl's like,
Yeah, that's why I don't talk to any of the foreign girls. Hardly.
I don't understand English too good. Thank you, Indira. Do you thank them afterwards, or you just get off the line?
I mean, I'll thank them. Yeah.
Like, do you stay on after you come? How long do you stay on?
Not that long. I'm not.
Because you're like, hey, fuck this.
Do you let the girls know they've been successful?
You did a very good job. Doc.
I hit the dot on your head.
Do you tell them when you're coming?
No.
No.
Too busy.
Right.
Can't talk.
You got any stroking lotion, or you just don't even need that? No. Yeah, you're a young guy.
What's the preparation? I mean, do you set yourself up?
Yeah, you got tissues. Do you have a box?
Be quiet. Stop. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
I dial with my pants down.
Yeah, are you nude when you call in? No. But you just have your pants down and your underpants?
I have a Playboy robe.
Yeah.
You have a special robe?
I have a special robe for that. And a glove.
Yeah, like when I beat off, I have a whole routine.
I know Richard used to talk about a whole setup.
Yeah, he had a whole setup with his hard drive and a glass of wine. Yeah. You never use lotion? I would. That gets it over quicker and less money. Yeah, I'm just thinking of the dollar signs here.
So
money.
is it spur of the moment with him, or does he plan it?
It's very spur of the moment.
You don't keep tissues by your computer for that?
No.
What do you come into?
It's like the.
What, your underpants?
No.
Your hands?
There's like shirts I don't even wear anymore.
A shirt? Why ruin a shirt?
Because I can't fit into them anymore.
So you have a special cum shirt?
I sometimes, yeah.
Wow, I never heard of that. That's weird.
Oh my god.
To me-
I want to go now so bad. Please.
Where are you going?
Going to do something and not talk about this anymore.
Like the cum shirt?
No.
Where do you put that after?
In the trash.
I put it in my cum hamper.
You have a cum what?
I have a
There's
cum
paper
hamper.
towels too.
Oh, cum hamper.
Cum hamper.
Okay.
Bounty is the quicker picker-upper.
Good Lord. But you got a roommate, so how do you have to wait for him to leave too, right?
He hasn't. He's been working out of state for a little while.
He's working out of state.
Yes.
He knows you're jerking off on your computer.
Yeah.
Get out of the country. Oh, so you've had your own place. Nice deal,
You have the
bro.
place to yourself.
Yeah, I mean, you get someone splitting your rent, but you get the place to yourself.
Casa de Harm.
Casa de Harmeyer? No. I always wondered why you took so many T-shirts from that free T-shirt box. Now I know what you're doing.
This is for Tuesday.
Why come into a T-shirt? Like, why not just tissues? You don't have tissues?
I never
You never buy tissues. What about toilet paper?
Well, I've had that. Paper towels.
So as soon as a T-shirt doesn't fit you, you put that in the area where you're going to come into it.
No, there's no... no, I just see whatever's laying around.
Right. So, I'll blow my load into this thing here. What is this? It's my roommate's pants. Here's my shoe.
Oh, dear.
I'm fucking a penny loafer.
I'll tell you what, none of this sounds that weird to me except for coming into your shirt.
It happens sometimes. I don't know.
You're saying as soon as you come into a shirt, you throw it in the garbage, you ever keep it laying around and come into it a second time?
No.
Like you're saying, no? See, that might be a psychological thing. You need to come into a shirt.
Why?
Well, because I don't know many
There's
guys who
nothing
do
psychological.
That's not starch in my shirt.
It's whatever.
that. I don't know. You can't just grab whatever. You've got to make a decision right at that moment. Like, oh shit, this is a shirt I don't want anymore.
Yeah.
And how many times a week are you blowing a load into a shirt? How many shirts? Can you
I don't
have?
know. I don't know.
But how many shirts can you have? You have a ton of them?
No.
So what happens when you run out of shirts?
I
mean, how many shirts can you?
I said there's paper towels and toilet paper. I just don't use tissues.
Oh, okay. All right.
God.
You don't give your old shirts to Goodwill, do you?
No.
Oh, geez.
Homeless guy running around a big load on his shirt. Hey, that's one of my shirts, homeless gentleman. You've never accidentally worn a shirt to work that you came on, did you?
No.
Because I thought one time I saw.
All right.
All right. You know, there's a bunch of homeless pregnant women. He gave away his shirts accidentally. Big deal.
Yeah.
You need a real girl. When's the last time you had a real woman?
Like last summer. I think.
That stripper chick?
No.
No. Shit, it's been a while, huh? You're a good catch. I'm telling you. You work hard. I think you're reasonably good looking. I do. I've seen a lot of weirder looking guys than you.
Listen,
I think
don't
you're better
go
looking than me.
I don't go out all that much, so I'm sure it has a lot to do with it.
You know what? A psychiatrist would say, stop jerking off on the computer.
I know.
And then that'll force you to get out. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, I know.
I know a chick who went to a psychiatrist because she wasn't meeting anyone. And the guy said, how often are you masturbating? And she was like, like 3 times a week with a vibrator and she had the whole setup. And the guy said to her, no more masturbation. Because what you're doing is you're withdrawing. You got to get out there.
In fact, talk to Richard. Richard broke
the masturbation
this pattern.
Yeah. Yeah, he's married now.
Yeah.
What about not jerking off for a while and seeing if you don't get out there and meet some girls?
I'll try.
Right.
You know.
How long do you think you could last?
I don't know. I'll find out, I guess.
He's going to try it. That's good.
You might be getting what they call desensitized. Like, then when you're around chicks, all of a sudden you go, hey, well, let's go back to my place and you put nipple clamps on and I'll come into my shirt.
I'm not that bad.
No, I know, but I'm just saying you might expect it. You become desensitized.
At dinner, could you suck on a dildo?
Wonder what that sucking on the dildo thing is.
I'm sure he's imagining.
That's your cock? Yeah. Good luck. Good luck with that. Those dildos are awfully big. You got to be careful, too. How do you know they're not... Oh, well, they can't see you said. I was thinking maybe they were taping you or something.
Yeah.
Oh, they're taping you?
No. I'm not... They can't see me.
All right, but they hear your voice.
No.
You're typing?
You're typing? Oh, my goodness. So what do? You type with one hand and jerk off with the other?
No, you can stop for
a second. And you're like, I got to... Like, so when you're typing, do you ever type like, oh, like, the sound of coming?
No.
I did that. I did online computer sex.
Uh-huh. And you typed your oohs and ahs?
Yeah, I did.
Ow.
He's good on that computer. I'll give that boy credit.
So what do you type?
Just type whatever. I don't know. Just
whatever you write? Whatever.
Yes, whatever.
Oh, you get on, you say what?
I don't know. Just whatever. happens.
Yeah.
There's no.
He doesn't want to talk about
I
it.
get
You're kind of emasculating him right now.
I'm sorry, JD.
There you go.
Please forgive me.
Hey, dude, I'm not saying I'm any better. I've jerked off every
I know.
possible,
It's just,
man.
you
What's
know,
the big deal?
it's exposing something to like a lot of people, and then I
so
get to
what?
fucking hear the bullshit from them and my family, for Christ's sake.
Do you tell the girl you're coming in your shirt? Like, is that
No,
like,
no,
I need a
It's not
shirt.
that. Not that. You know.
I
detailed.
gacked on my Gap shirt.
Yeah. Can't believe he wastes a T-shirt with that, but I've never been that loose where I
I
grab
can't
a
believe
shirt.
the T-shirt is lying around. Just lying there.
You ever like you forget everything and then just come into your hand or come on your leg?
No.
No. You're prepared. You get something.
Yes.
Good for you. All right, I'm proud of you.
All right.
You revealed yourself, and I'm proud of you. I would like to know your online name.
There's nothing to know.
All right.
Nothing to know.
All right. I can see you're embarrassed. I won't bring it up.
Oh,
then.
yeah.
Hey, you're bumming me out, man. I thought
Well,
we could
sorry, I don't know what to tell you.
You've told me very little, really.
No, okay.
From what I gather, you're paying $7 sometimes,
No,
up to
no.
$7 a minute, which I don't like you doing in terms of your paycheck.
Yeah, I know.
And then you're online and you're typing, and they're doing things, sucking on dildos, and then all of a sudden you grab your T-shirt, which I provide to you gratis. I thought you appreciated those shirts. Well, you've gotten a little bit heavier, so you probably a lot of your T-shirts don't fit. So, right?
Yeah.
Right. All right. Serious subscribers, this is where your money goes. Indirectly, when you pay for a subscription.
Barely.
Barely is right. But
What is the monthly?
subscription, $14. No, $13, I think, or $14. I don't know, a month.
Yeah, so it's like what is it, $7 a minute?
That's right.
That's 2 minutes for JD.
Well, save if you add up the $100 or so a month, or maybe more that you spend, and you just put that into some safe investment, you'd have a retirement fund, my friend. I'm not kidding. Think
I know.
about it.
I know.
My dad used to say stuff like that to me. He goes, I never was a wealthy man. I never had a lot of income. He said, but I would take whatever I had. If it was $10,
He would always say.
he'd try, buy a stock, he'd do something. So I'm just saying, if you can break yourself of this and just jerk off for free, like I do.
I don't want to jerk off anymore now.
Good. I don't want you wasting your money jerking off.
Yeah, you're going to try this abstinence thing and
Get out there
go
and meet a
out
girl.
and meet a girl, right?
Sure.
Then you'll really waste a lot of money. But the savings that you could have. Like he once blew a fortune on lap dances. I blew my stack on him.
That was a bad night.
Yeah. He blew his whole bonus.
I think it was his tax return.
A tax return, all right.
There's a lot going on that night.
Yeah. Well, whatever. It got you nowhere.
Well, no, I know. I was just very drunk and very, I can't think of the word.
Oh, well, then that brings up another
Vulnerable.
question.
What's it like not to finish any sentence?
It's tough when you're on the radio sometimes.
Right.
That brings up another question, though. If we
no.
say to
Oh,
JD, stop masturbating and get out there, is he going to get out to a strip club?
No. I can't have that.
No, I rarely go to strip clubs anymore.
He needs to meet a girl already and, settle down like the rest of these fuckers. Look at this. Jason's got a wife. Will's got a wife and a kid.
That's right. And when
Richard-
they started out, they were all single.
Richard's got a wife. Everyone's taken care of at this point.
I mean, listen, I'm not. It's not like I'm totally not putting myself out there. I talk to people here and there and stuff, and
There's a lot of...
listen. There were a couple girls this past year, and they just lost interest.
There's a lot of guys who work here are 10 times grosser than you. And they've got girls.
Yeah,
Okay?
I know.
The girls lost interest in you. You were interested.
Yeah, it's long stories.
I mean, Scott the engineer has a wife. I mean, come on. I mean...
Swinging Scott the engineer.
Well, Fred has a wife.
Yeah.
I mean, Fred was like you. He wouldn't even leave that apartment. And he branched out and got himself a wife.
Absolutely.
You want to try dial-a-date again with a real girl?
No.
What happened with his dial-a-date?
Fred married her.
No, not Fred's. JD.
Oh, JD. Oh, it was horrible. It was a disaster.
Those blind dates.
You want to watch me jerk off into my towel? You ever jerk off into a towel?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I probably have. I don't know.
The guy was so little to be wasting a shirt.
Yeah.
He was on his dial-a-date, and the girl found his shirt pile.
Put that down! You'll get pregnant.
Wow. Why don't I fix you up on a dial-a-date again? We'll try. Want to do it? You looking for a date? I'll help you.
No,
you know I love you.
No, I know. I'm.
What?
I don't know. I'd have to think about it a little bit.
Can I tell you what's going on?
What?
He doesn't want a date. He wants a fuck.
No, I'm talking about a relationship.
I don't think he wants one.
You don't want one, really? Is Gary right?
Listen, there's both pros and cons, and I'm not necessarily focused on relationships right now.
Wow. All right, so you're not lonely.
What are you focused on?
He's nothing.
I do get lonely sometimes, but then it's those times are less than the times that I'm not lonely.
But what are you focused on? Are you focused on career?
Yeah, or just thinking about it and stuff. And
he's focused on coming in shirts. He was focused on his career. He's always talking. He's going to direct a movie. I haven't seen him.
All right.
He never goes over to Howard TV and says, "Let me direct something." I've offered that
I know.
to him. I told
know.
him. I said, "Go to Howard TV and direct a little feature. Do a 5-minute feature." No. Can't do that. He's busy.
I never said I was busy.
I'm busy jerking off in my shirt. By the way, if anyone in our audience has old shirts they don't need, could you send them to JD?
The JD
That's
shirt
all I
drive.
fucking need now, Howard. Thanks.
He's going to be inundated.
The JD shirt
The
drive?
JD shirt drive. Please make sure they are laundered.
Why don't I set you up? Is anyone in the company you're interested in? You want maybe Lisa G or someone like that? I could see you two. No? You don't think that's a match?
No.
All right. So you're not into a relationship. I thought maybe you were hungering for intimacy.
I mean, if it happens, it happens, but I'm not
You're not in any rush.
seeking it. No.
Yeah. I guess I hardly know ye. I thought you were lonely and wanted a relationship, but I'm wrong. In other words, people are a burden to you. Right?
I don't know if it's like that.
Right. But you don't want to be bothered with other people's issues.
It's either that or I don't want me to be bothering other people.
Right.
What is his social life? Does he go out?
I'm thinking of girls.
Rarely.
I'm thinking of girls. He hardly leaves his apartment except to come to work. I'm thinking of a girl. What about Alexis Stewart for you? You know which one that is? That's Martha Stewart's daughter. I mean, she's got a kid, but
She's a good catch.
that's a catch. She doesn't work.
Something tells me she's not exactly interested in someone like me.
Well, I don't know about that.
Okay.
I don't see her with anyone.
I'm friends with Jenny Hutt too. That would not go over well.
Any of the girls on the Playboy channel you want? They have to go out with you. I can force them.
No.
All right, JD. Listen, if you ever feel like telling me your name, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right. I'll leave it
There
up
will
to
be
you.
no name now anymore anyway. So.
Right. You really going to give up masturbating on these sites? I'm glad, because take that money and put it aside.
After yesterday, this, and now having it being brought up again today, and this whole thing.
My prediction, this afternoon you'll be doing it.
No, I'll probably be asleep this afternoon.
All right. Well, thank you, JD. Thank you for your honesty.
Oh, no, thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
There he goes, JD. Formerly the badass, no longer. Loves to jerk off on the computer.
That was a segment of Meet JD.
Meet JD. Get to know our family.
Get to know the staff.
That's right. He's a good man.
A tough restart.
What else do I have to say now? What?
A very tough
Long morning.
revisitation to memory lane.
Yes.
Something really interesting happened at the beginning of this, though.
Yes?
You wanted to walk out, and Howard would say, no. Don't walk
He's the
out.
boss. What am I going to define?
But you've been angry enough before where you've just stormed out of the studio. And you've had
Yeah,
enough.
listen, I'm a fucking idiot, Greg. What do you want from me? I fucking want to please everyone.
And to think, Robin started this morning by saying, no more emasculation of the staff.
Oh, well, she hardly said a word. It was
I know,
all...
but it's funny that that's what happened without her prying at all. I mean,
what are you gonna do around here?
JD.
Yes.
Do you feel it's socially irresponsible, given the state of poverty in both our country and the world, to be wasting?
I'm an idiot, Greg. It just all comes down to I'm an idiot.
No, but like,
and I want to be left alone.
How many people are in the cold and don't have shelter and clothing?
I'm so dumb.
And here you are wasting these T-shirts.
You're such a grand comedian.
No, I'm just
leave me
saying.
alone. I know.
Find it morally
just go,
responsible.
please just go.
Give me a fucking minute here.
Just go. Goodbye. I have nothing to say to you anymore.
Hey, man. I think I see some T-shirts in the glom box.
You're a real scream.
But we all do it. We all jerk off.
Fuck.
Why do you get so embarrassed about it?
All right.
Just go with
it. Do you want to talk about you jerking off?
Sure.
Fuck it. Okay. All right. Sure. Give me the camera.
No, not on camera. I mean, we can talk about it.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
We can talk about it, but I still need
to get out of here.
I still need my shield.
Go ahead.
I still need my shield.
Yeah, well, I got no shield. Now leave me alone.
All right, I just don't want you to feel bad. The only thing you should feel bad for are poor people that don't have clothes on their backs, and you're using yours to just nut all over. That's all. Other than that...
You don't even seem to understand the show. You just ruin everything. You got to be funny in here. I can't wait for you guys to see this on Howard TV.
Daily shows, classics, and exclusive behind-the-scenes access.
Well, that's going to be on Howard TV.
The funniest, sexiest, most star-studded network on TV is Howard TV On Demand.
What happens when Howard Stern's staff asks him the questions they've always wanted answered? It's time to Ask Howard with Rachel Fine.
Another episode of Ask Howard. Here we go.
Another episode.
Another episode.
Another episode of Ask Howard. Wow, you're really going to enjoy this one.
Question from Gina Glenn from Howard TV.
What is in your man bag right now?
So this man bag, my wife bought me.
It's gorgeous.
Very nice. I forget the name of the kind of bag this is, but it's a Ferragamo maybe? Does that make sense?
Yeah, that does.
And in my man bag right away, I can point out that I have the matching wallet.
Excellent. You're coordinated.
Yeah, so I got all my stuff there, my credit cards and my cash. Okay, that's one thing I have. Then I have my, under there, and I have different pockets. I have everything I need for the day. These are my keys for Sirius that I don't use a lot because Ronnie has a set. But there's my Sirius pass. Okay.
Want me to hold things?
Now,
okay.
Yeah, no, I'll go in order so I have it covered. Now these are, your husband will be interested in this. These are my wet ones. I know he's developing a new kind, but I like these. I actually shouldn't carry these because I have this paranoia. This is for my asshole.
Sure.
If I take a dump at work, which is very rare,
yeah.
I'll have you know. But these are my wipes, and I think these say they're for cleaning and the natural moisturizer for your hands.
Oh.
So I have this terrible fear that I'm giving myself asshole cancer from these. And there must be some kind that is just for human ass wiping.
Yeah.
So I think I'm using the wrong thing, but I carry those. And then I have a bigger wallet, which is where I carry some stuff and some extra cash. And this is really cool. This is made by King Baby. And I bought it from them, and I love it. Then I have, now Ralph turned me onto these, and I went out and got 10 bags. This is the greatest fucking thing you will ever have. And you know, when I was a little boy, my mother would carry little sucking candies and stuff, and I thought, oh my God, that's such a woman thing to do. But now that I have a purse, I do the same exact thing. But try this. This is butterscotch.
Thank you.
There's no calories.
None?
Let me
really?
see. It's
oh, those are good.
Oh wait, amount per serving, calories 40. Oh,
right out.
Right? Is that right? Why am I eating this? 0 carbs.
Maybe this is the problem.
No sugar.
This is what's going on.
Oh yeah, I've been down in these like
so
crazy.
You're eating hundreds of calories.
Calories from fat, 10.
Okay, that's out.
They're done. I didn't know that. That dummy Ralph.
He's the one who's giving,
because I'm taking those instead of eating.
Yeah. That's terrible.
What a
40 in one?
Gary, read that. Is that 40 calories?
In one?
That's clearly why you put on 15 pounds.
Well,
if you're eating those
not
all,
those,
but if you're eating them all day.
Right. Anyway, that's embarrassing. Then I have 2 pouches.
What? Okay.
You're going to laugh. You're going to inhibit me, but okay, now.
No, this is good.
In
You're
the
organized.
pouches, yeah, I'm very organized.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's my eyeglass cleaner.
Okay.
I'm constantly cleaning my eyeglasses. Now, this is really weird. I have a nail file because my nails keep getting caught on things.
Okay.
I know. You can start tweeting me now how gay I am. This is my hand sanitizer. Very key because people shake my hand all day and I hate it. And these are the best toothpicks ever made. These are called the Doctor's Brush Picks. I go through them like crazy. They massage the gums. And why I like these, glad you asked this question. You see, this bristle
Oh, that's going to...
gets in between and massages the gums.
Okay.
I don't use this part, unless there's something really weird in my teeth. But I can't stand having dirty teeth. All right, got that. Now, in the other pouch, you really want to keep going with this?
As far as you want.
Yes, okay. In the other pouch, I got a ton of I carry these things for cleaning the iPad and the iPhone.
Okay.
I've got multiple headphones and things. These are very cool. Those are those Ultimate Ears.
Yep.
And these are some other headphones I have. This is for drying off your iPad after you wet it down. Ralph and Tony, the hairdresser, gave me these packets of vitamin C, which I never remember to take. They taste like but I should take them more. And then I got a couple of pens, and these were colas. Camp Ricola, whatever. I can't believe those candies are 40 calories.
That sucks.
Then I have a pad that if I have to write something down, and a pen that was given to me by a guy named Har, who works on America's Got Talent. And it says on here, this pen, he engraved it, AFJ.
America's favorite judge.
America's favorite judge. And whenever I walk into a room at America's Got Talent, he announces America's favorite judge is in the room.
Nice.
I instructed him to do that. My clear glasses. And then in this front pouch, which is only reserved for things I have to have easy access to. Nothing better than a man bag. I only carry keys to my house and the very important iPhone. There it is.
Very good.
And there is a tour of my man bag.
Thank you for sharing that with us.
There you go.
Question from Richard Christie.
If you had to choose an actor to play yourself in a movie, who would you choose?
I know in private parts, they were once threatening me because I was not approving all of the scripts. We went through 23 different scripts because I would not do a bad movie, and they threatened me with Jeff Goldblum to play me. But I would like to see either Denzel Washington play me, or
obvious choice.
yeah, or a young Richard Pryor. Or, you know, I'd want a black person to play me. Actually, I don't know who would I want to play me. My ego can only stand me playing me. I'm actually working on a project now that somebody might be playing me, and that's interesting. I haven't gotten up to that part yet as to who would do it. We'll see.
Next question comes from Lee Garowitz at Howard TV.
How close have you come to pissing or shitting yourself on the air?
Pissing or shitting myself on the air? I don't think I've come close at all. There's usually a bathroom readily available.
Do you ever cut to commercial quick and run to the bathroom?
The only time, there's one thing I do. When I get on the air, I do not like to move out of the chair. And when we take a commercial break, especially on satellite, I like to take time to prepare. So literally for me to take myself out of the chair and go to the bathroom, I have to, like a little kid, I have to say, no, you need to go to the bathroom now. You have to pee. I don't think I've ever during a show. I don't know what that mechanism is, but when I'm on and I'm performing, I might pee once. But I've never actually come close to or pissing myself, which would be really gross.
That would be.
Yeah.
We're going to wrap up Ask Howard today. Thank you very much for taking the time.
Thanks, Rachel.
You don't even seem to understand the show. You just ruin everything. You got to be funny in here. I can't wait for you guys to see this on Howard TV.
Daily shows, classics, and exclusive behind-the-scenes access.
Well, that's going to be on Howard TV.
The funniest, sexiest, most star-studded network on TV is Howard TV On Demand.
What happens when Howard Stern's staff asks him the questions they've always wanted answered? It's time to Ask Howard with Rachel Fine.
Another episode of Ask Howard. Here we go.
Another episode.
Another episode.
Another episode of Ask Howard. Wow, you're really going to enjoy this one.
Question from Gina Glenn from Howard TV.
What is in your man bag right now?
So this man bag, my wife bought me.
It's gorgeous.
Very nice. I forget the name of the kind of bag this is, but it's a Ferragamo maybe? Does that make sense?
Yeah, that does.
And in my man bag right away, I can point out that I have the matching wallet.
Excellent. You're coordinated.
Yeah, so I got all my stuff there, my credit cards and my cash. Okay, that's one thing I have. Then I have my, under there, and I have different pockets. I have everything I need for the day. These are my keys for Sirius that I don't use a lot because Ronnie has a set. But there's my Sirius pass. Nice. Okay.
Want me to hold things?
Now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go in order so I have it covered. Now these are, your husband will be interested in this. These are my wet ones. I know he's developing a new kind, but I like these. I actually shouldn't carry these because I have this paranoia. This is for my asshole.
Sure.
If I take a dump at work, which is very rare,
yeah.
I'll have you know. But these are my wipes, and I think these say they're for cleaning and the natural moisturizer for your hands.
Oh.
So I have this terrible fear that I'm giving myself asshole cancer from these. And there must be some kind that is just for human ass wiping.
Yeah.
So I think I'm using the wrong thing, but I carry those. And then I have a bigger wallet, which is where I carry some stuff and some extra cash. And this is really cool. This is nice. Made by King Baby. And I bought it from them, and I love it. Then I have, now Ralph turned me onto these, and I went out and got 10 bags. This is the greatest fucking thing you will ever have. And you know, when I was a little boy, my mother would carry little sucking candies and stuff, and I thought, oh my God, that's such a woman thing to do. But now that I have a purse, I do the same exact thing. But try this. This is butterscotch.
Thank you.
There's no calories.
None?
Let me
really?
see. It's
oh, those are good.
Oh wait, amount per serving, calories 40.
Taking it right out.
Right? Is that right? Why am I eating this? 0 carbs.
Maybe this is the problem.
No sugar.
This is what's going on.
Oh yeah, I've been down in these like
so
crazy.
You're eating hundreds of calories.
Calories from fat, 10.
Okay, that's out.
They're done. I didn't know that. That dummy Ralph, that fuck.
He's because
I'm taking those instead of eating.
Yeah. That's terrible.
What a shit.
40 in one?
Gary, read that. Is that 40 calories?
In one?
That's clearly why you put on 15 pounds.
Well,
if
not those.
But if you're eating them all day.
Right. Anyway, that's embarrassing. Then I have 2 pouches.
What? Okay.
You're going to laugh. You're going to inhibit me. But okay, now.
No, this is good.
In
you're
the
organized.
pouches, yeah, I'm very organized.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's my eyeglass cleaner.
Okay.
I'm constantly cleaning my eyeglasses. Now, this is really weird. I have a nail file because my nails keep getting caught on things.
Okay.
I know. You can start tweeting me now how gay I am. This is my hand sanitizer. Very key because people shake my hand all day and I hate it. And these are the best fucking toothpicks ever made. These are called the Doctor's Brush Picks. I go through them like crazy. They massage the gums. And why I like these, glad you asked this question. You see, this bristle
that's going to...
gets in between and massages the gums.
Okay.
I don't use this part, unless there's something really weird in my teeth. But I can't stand having dirty teeth. All right, got that. Now, in the other pouch, you really want to keep going with this?
As far as you want.
Yes, okay. In the other pouch, I got a ton of shit. I carry these things for cleaning the iPad and the iPhone.
Okay.
I've got multiple headphones and things. These are very cool. Those are those Ultimate Ears.
Yep.
And these are some other headphones I have. This is for drying off your iPad after you wet it down. Ralph and Tony, the hairdresser, gave me these packets of vitamin C, which I never remember to take. They taste like shit, but I should take them more. And then I got a couple of pens, and these Ricolas. I can't believe those candies are 40 calories.
That sucks.
Then I have a pad that if I have to write something down, and a pen that was given to me by a guy named Harv, who works on America's Got Talent. And it says on here, this pen, he engraved it, AFJ.
America's favorite judge.
America's favorite judge. And whenever I walk into a room at America's Got Talent, he announces America's favorite judge is in the room.
Nice.
I instructed him to do that. My clear glasses. And then in this front pouch, which is only reserved for things I have to have easy access to. Nothing better than a man bag. I only carry keys to my house and the very important iPhone. There it is.
Very good.
And there is a tour of my man bag.
Thank you for sharing that with us.
There you go.
Question from Richard.
There's a huge misconception that AIDS is either cured or contained, and that's just not the case. This was a big event. This was a big, big event. All my friends were there. A lot of family was there. My son came home from upstate New York from college.
So why are you proud of your dad?
We're excited. I mean, he works really hard for what he does. It means a lot to him, and it's all paying off tonight. Obviously, he's being honored, so it should be a good time.
And then all of our friends, some from Connecticut, some from a bunch of my friends from Long Island that I grew up with, some from New York City, and of course I had my work crew.
And I was really happy that there was a charity event being held in his honor, because more often people are goofing on him for whatever reason. So I donated to the cause and drove up from Long Island to be there, and I'm really glad that I did.
I'd support Gary with anything. I mean, he's been so supportive of me and supportive of my career, and, you know, I would go anywhere to show him my support.
Gary invited me to this event that he's receiving this award, to be there to support him. And for something that's good, too, for a good cause is nice. So he deserved it, and I wanted to be there to support him.
Here we are, boss. This is my big event, boss. Also, I was there to make fun of me. It wouldn't be a night without Sal goofing on me.
I'm being honored. This is amazing. This is for the extremely large amounts of calcium and vinyl event. We want to see what's heavier, my teeth or the vinyl.
You know, it's kind of like a play on words, because she said, hey, Gary's here for AIDS. And I'm like, why would Gary be here for AIDS? You know, you should be fighting AIDS. You shouldn't be here for AIDS. We're not here to promote AIDS, you know. And I just visioned Gary go,
I'm here for AIDS, boy. That's what I do.
The senator from Connecticut showed up.
Gary is really one of those people who gives of himself, who contributes so enormously from his heart.
When it's happening, it's so overwhelming that it's hard to really absorb it.
A big night, Gary. Congratulations. How does it feel?
It's overwhelming because it's just starting, but all my family's here. Have you met my brother yet? You should definitely talk to him. My brother's here from Texas.
So how does it feel being here? Your brother's being honored.
Oh, I'm very proud. Very proud.
Does it bring up a lot of emotion?
Yes, it does.
In what way?
Well, my brother Stephen, who passed away from AIDS. I'm very proud of the fact that he's been doing this.
How proud are you of your husband?
I'm really proud of Gary.
Yeah.
You know, he works hard, and this organization means a lot to him. Life Beat.
My wife and I just moved in.
You know, primarily, and then pairing up with Red Ribbon tonight was just a natural, pairing.
Here's Mark in the band.
I knew I should have worn a tie.
They hired Mark McGrath and Sugar Ray to perform.
Good to see you again, of course.
Thank you so much for doing this.
Oh, it's our pleasure.
Nice to meet you,
Jackson. Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to be here.
Lucas, how you doing?
All along, they were saying, hey, we're going to try to get this band, we're going to try to get that band. And, you try to get people and schedules don't work out. And so when I heard that they were able to get those guys, it was great because I know Mark is a super fan, and I knew he was going to put in the extra effort.
But congratulations, Gary. I mean, it's such an honor to play, man.
Hi, I'm Lisa G, and I'm here to tell you about my new book, Sex, Lies, and Cookies. What I love about Sex, Lies, and Cookies is that you can see the journey that I go on through cookies. I work on the Howard Stern Show, and yes, I'm perceived as, straight-laced. I go home at night, I play my violin. But I think when people read this book, they will be shocked that, yes, I had a past, and yes, it involved a lot of sex, and yes, I was hanging from chandeliers. I would say the most outrageous thing I ever did to win over a man was the time that I made my How to Get a Man chocolate chip cheesecake squares, also known as booty call cheesecake squares. Took off all my clothes, slipped on my mink coat, and rang this guy's doorbell, hoping and thinking that he was going to fall in love with me. Adopting my cat was really a very big deal for me. It was so hard for me to open up my heart because I thought I would get hurt in the end. Yes, his name is Lucky, but I feel so lucky that I found something that I could love and cherish and not be afraid of it. The moral of the story, love yourself first, bake yourself cookies. What inspired me to write Sex, Lies, and Cookies is that I felt that I had what I think is an inspiring story for young women. And working here at the Stern Show, I would always say to myself, if they only knew how hard it was for me to get to a good place, that's what got me thinking, you know what, I would really love to write a book.
My thought was, why? You know, what could it be? I mean, I don't know that much about Lisa G in terms of her past. I know her from working here. I didn't know she had anything to write about, but of course they say everybody has a story in them. And then, you know, then she described to me the theme of the book, which was her romances and what she learned from them and stuff. So, okay, that's good. That's good. And I was happy for her, actually. It sounded reasonable.
You'll read some fun stories, some sad stories, some crazy stories, and then each chapter will have a cookie recipe that reflects what was going on in my life.
Sex, Lies, Cookies. We hadn't heard much of any sort of sex talk from Lisa on the show. And every time she was asked about anything having to do with sex, she shied away from it. So frankly, I was surprised when I heard that this book was in the works.
It's really how cookies save the day, or how they reflect what crazy things were going on in my dating life, and how I try to use cookies to feel better about certain things.
My initial reaction on hearing Lisa was doing a book called Sex, Lies, and Cookies was, cookies? Okay, she has cookie parties, she's into baking, that's fine. Lies? She seems like a pretty honest person, but I'm sure she's told a couple in her life. Sex?
I think it's clear that Lisa does have some sort of fan base, as evidenced by the Sweeten Meat. It's clear that she has some sort of following.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for coming.
And nice to meet you. I'm Wendy's friend.
All right. Hi. Oh, hi. Who are you?
I'm Patty.
Oh, hi. Nice to meet you. Here's a toast to all of you. Thank you so much. Yay!
She does have a fan base out there. It's other broads that don't like sex, and they are big on Lisa. They love her work. They love her lack of sex. She sold tickets to the Sweet and Greet. That should say it all. People paid $100 to sit in a bakery with Lisa with no air conditioning.
Lisa, love you, bye.
It's really lovely. Hi, Magnolia. The book cover. You know, Howard loves photography.
Let's see what this looks like.
So, Lily, what's your question today?
Now you have more toward me, chin toward the camera. Nice, nice. Lose the smile. Love it.
And the particular kind of photography I like is sort of fashion photography and sort of this highly stylized photography. And the guy who teaches it said to me, you know, you can't always photograph your wife. And you got to find some other subjects.
I was thinking that he would think it would be a great honor to take a photograph for a book. So it wasn't the fact that he was Howard Stern, it was Howard who loves photography.
I told Lisa I'm going to shoot the cover to her book. She asked me to do it. I said I would do it.
Is that right?
Yeah, why not?
So nice, thank you.
Yeah, I'm going to try something there with Lisa.
So when Lisa approached me, it seemed like a great project for me. And I thought, you know what, why not do something nice for Lisa?
I have a whole concept in mind.
That's right. I got all the supplies, all the...
Yeah.
What supplies? Did you send her a list? Yes.
Yeah, I did.
Ah.
I have a vision of Lisa.
It is a ballsy move to ask Howard Stern to shoot your book cover. I think it puts Howard in a precarious position because he doesn't like to say no.
Are you going to loosen up?
I got my push-up tops, the push-up bras. I got supplies. I have tops. I have hair extensions. I have everything.
Did you get the red thing I told you to get? Chunky? Around your neck?
That's on the list.
Yeah.
Have to get that.
All right, get that.
It was a great scheme because I think she figured that was the way she was going to promote her book.
I didn't think he would be gung-ho to do this, but she's smart. She hit upon something that Howard has been doing lately and is really into, which is photography. And it was a challenge to him. And I think that's why he agreed to do it, because it was something new that he could learn.
All right. And don't be nervous. You'll do fine. You look good.
Okay.
But you got to be sexy. This is you're calling the book Sex, Lies, and Cookies, so it's got to be sexy.
Mm-hmm.
Just think about that.
He had an idea in his head of the way he wanted it to look. It was a great photo shoot. It really was.
And I just wanted to make a very glamorous kind of flat lighting look that I thought would look attractive for Lisa.
I photographed Lisa on Thursday for her book cover. Lisa looked good. She had a whole bunch of outfits. Photographed her, gave her some beautiful lighting.
Did you do something really sexy? Because that was the question.
You know what? Lisa, if you don't mind me saying, Lisa, you got some big rack. Like,
All right! It was really fun hearing Howard tell the audience that, yeah, her boobs are real.
Yeah, I was actually shocked because people said, did you push them up in some way? Did you Photoshop them? I said, no, those are her boobs.
I've never walked into work and went, wow, look at Lisa's tits today. Not once. I've said it about Benji, but not Lisa.
Look at the rack on.
What? Get the fuck out of here. I thought, I can't wait for Lisa to see who this woman is on the front of her book, because that's not the woman I work with every day.
Maybe I had false eyelashes on, a couple of hair extensions, but the boobs are real.
She was a trooper. She sat there. She stuck the titties out. She could put on great makeup, lipstick, all that stuff. She did whatever I told her to do, and she got a good result.
Well, I was happy. You know, the more I go into photography, the more I start planning conceptually what I want to do now, and maybe I would have even come up with some other concepts. But it was pretty straightforward for her thing.
Everything Howard does, he does 150%. And this book cover was no exception. So whether in his heart he really wanted to do it or not, he did it, and he knocked it out of the park.
He did an amazing job. I am so proud of the cover for Sex, Lies, and Cookies, and I think he is too.
The way that I played out was there was a cocktail hour, and then there were some people there for that, and we sat down to eat.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for dinner. Please come to the orchestra and find your seats.
When I first agreed to do this, they said, you know, we're going to do a video about you. And I've been to a lot of charity events where they do a video on the person, and they can be very long and very boring. The video was amazing.
Well, his involvement with the fight against AIDS comes from a very personal place, which is rooted firmly in his love of family. So let's take a look.
I think it's people who listen to the show on a very peripheral basis or don't listen to the show. Those are the people, the worst people to deal with. Oh, the Howard Stern Show, they must all be evil, horrible people.
He's sort of the more reasonable family guy on the show. I think that if you really listen, that you'll find that about him.
We feel we're very blessed with what we have, that, if we are, we should, we have the ability to give back, and we should. I had this big Christmas party at my house. I must have been up till about 4 in the morning. And the next morning, my phone rang. It was like 9 in the morning. And my brother Anthony called. He said, listen, I have to tell you something. And I said, what? He said, Stephen has AIDS. And I was like, I felt like I got hit over the head with a 2x4, because it was just, even though you can sort of set yourself up to anticipate it's coming, when it actually comes, you can never be ready for it.
On the day in 1991 when you got the voicemail from your dad that said Gary Stephen passed away, was it relief?
It was relief. It was relief, because at that point, I knew he wasn't going to recover. I knew that he was suffering.
This is so dear to his heart. He loved his brother more than anything. And this is just part of, him being giving and honoring his memory.
Whenever I go out, I'm like, Stephen, what should I say today? And yeah, when I do it, it's a way for me not to forget him.
You think he's proud of you?
Oh, I know he is. I know he would be proud of me. We had a great relationship, and he was very charitable too. And I think if everything were flipped around, he'd be doing the same thing. The video is amazing, and it's funny, I sent it to a lot of my relatives that couldn't come. I sent it to them, and the feedback I got was, emails that would make you cry, of how proud they were, but also, what a tribute it was to my brother, who they knew and grew up with. All around, just great stuff.
It is with great pleasure I present you, Gary Dell'Abate, with the Lifetime Achievement Award, Jonathan Scare Lifetime Achievement Award. Gary.
I couldn't really relax until I gave my speech, which was a lot later than I thought it was going to be. I didn't even have a drink till I gave my speech, which was at about 10 o'clock at night.
Gary, you're an honor and inspiration to us all, my brother. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen, Gary Dell'Abate. Thank you, Wow.
I'm always nervous giving a speech in front of any large group of people, especially when it's so many people I know and love.
It's an overwhelming outpouring of support from friends and family. It's I feel like I'm at my bar mitzvah, but I'm not Jewish, so it's like my confirm mitzvah.
It was nice to see Gary up there talking sincerely about, what he did and why he believes in this cause, and not having anyone there yelling Baba Booey during it or goofing on him. And he got his point across in a very sweet way. And I was glad I was there live to celebrate the moment with my good friend.
We do some incredible work. We go on tour with some of the biggest names in music, like Madonna, U2, and Coldplay. We set up tables while we're on tour with them where we can do outreach programs. We distribute condoms. We distribute educational materials. And this is really important that we reach the younger people, because you've heard it a couple of times before, but infections are on the rise.
I wasn't even aware of all the work he put into it. And the only Gary I know is the guy who eats cookies and falls asleep all day. So when he went through the whole list of things that he did to make this thing such a great event, was quite surprising.
Life constantly throws you curveballs, and you have to figure out how to handle them. While at times my motives may seem altruistic, they're also selfishly cathartic. If you had a tragedy in your life, or you come upon a hurdle in your life and you work to correct it, it makes you feel really good. I highly recommend it.
The video was easy to watch because I'd watched it a bunch of times and shown it to some people. The harder part for me was the speech. I had written a part in the speech, and when I'd read it a couple of times, I got like a little choked up, and I was just afraid. I know listen, if you're going to get choked up and you're trying to raise money, that would be the place.
I have to thank my wife, Mary, and my kids, Jackson and Lucas. And they've been so supportive. And Jackson and Lucas, I don't want to get your heads big, but so many people have come up to me tonight and told me what great kids you are, what a great job Mom and I have done. And Jackson came home from college tonight. In fact, he's at Syracuse. The game's on the TV outside right now, yet he chose to be here with Dad. Thank you very much. They never met my brother, but they listened to my stories and they asked me questions about him, and it's almost as if they had met him. So doing the work I do is a way to honor him. Every time I raise $1, every time I give a speech, every time I go to an event like this, it reminds me of him. It's my way to remember him, and I want to thank all of you for helping me to keep his memory alive. Thank you. 1
second, Gary, 1 second before you leave the stage. There's one more person who wanted to offer their congratulations for all the great work that you do for Lifebeat and have been doing over the years, and she's right here.
Hey, Baba Booey.
A little bit of a surprise to me when I was presented with my award. I got a video message from Cyndi Lauper, who I love.
I wish I could be there to present this award to you in person. You deserve it. For all your work with HIV, AIDS, and Lifebeat, bless you. And I'm sure your brother's looking down right now, smiling and saying thanks. And thank you. Thank you for all your hard work. This is a much-deserved award. And you're a really good guy. Love ya. Love you, Baba Booey.
Well, she really went out of her way that night. That was backstage. I think she shot that backstage one of the first or second nights for Kinky Boots, which just a few weeks ago won the Tony. So just amazing.
Congratulations, this great speech.
Thank you. I was nervous all night. I mean, I have so many friends here tonight. It really is like a wedding or a bar mitzvah, but the support is amazing. And it just keeps pouring in, so I couldn't be happier. And I was so glad to have my wife and kids here for it, and my brother and everybody.
When you're with someone like Gary Dell'Abate and you see how hard he works above and beyond a job title when it comes to charity and raising money and giving back, you realize like he is really getting his hands dirty. I am so touched and I'm so honored to know a person like that and to work with a person like that every day. So now you can enjoy the rest of the evening.
My scotch is on the way.
Okay, congratulations. Well done.
Thank you very much.
I'm proud to know you.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you. Thank you very much.
He's doing something in the memory of his brother that is forceful and dynamic. I admire him. I admire what Gary does.
All right, so let's talk about the Ronnie-Lisa kiss. Here's what happened.
Lisa G pitched this bit. She came in and said, well, we're going to get a certain amount of tweets. And then when we get a certain amount of tweets, I'm going to make out with Ronnie.
Ronnie, for years, has been wanting to kiss Lisa. And Lisa, you know, I don't think she was up for it. But as we got closer to the release of the book, I think that definitely lubed things up for her, if you will.
It was her idea. Nobody else's idea. It wasn't my idea. I knew nothing about it.
It's all about her book. I know it is. It's a promotion thing.
You think she's going to get super excited when she makes out with you?
I don't think it'll ever happen. How's that?
Why?
Now it sounds like it won't.
I don't think it'll ever happen.
Well, it sounds so complicated.
This is very simple. This is my mind. Stern show tweets. Ronnie kiss Lisa. We count the number of retweets. When it hurts X, when it hits X, hold on, we do it. We send out a tweet from Stern Show. It says Ronnie kiss Lisa. Okay.
Right.
You tell the fans retweet this.
Right.
Okay. We count the retweets. We get 2,500, 5,000, whatever the number is. And when that number hits, we say it's done, and these two have to kiss. Jason will tweet it from Stern Show, and we'll see if the fans want it to happen, it's going to happen.
I'm almost positive in my mind that, you know, the PR people at the book company had something to do with, you know, saying, listen, Lisa, you got to get your name out.
It's out.
Okay, it is out.
President Obama.
That 300 retweets on it.
350.
350.
350 retweets.
Already?
Told you. What'd I tell you, Howard?
You got to get to 5,000.
What did I tell you?
1,200. Go. 1,300. 1,500.
Oh, wait, they're going to be making that in about 5. Go ahead.
1,700. Oh. 2,000.
Sweating. Oh, my God.
Oh, Lisa's already taking over.
He's already taken over clothes, Ronnie. You're having your day. Get myself into
3,500.
3,500. You're only 1,500 away.
It was very thrilling. It was like, oh my God, they're counting down. This is going to happen. It was my idea. It's so exciting. We have Twitter. We have Howard. We have social media. It's all coming together.
4,900.
49.
Showtime. 4,930.
All of a sudden,
100 away.
now we got
5,000.
I think the book had everything to do with Lisa agreeing to do it. But look, you can't really shit on her because she still's got to do the stunt.
It was an explosion in my brain, really. It was an out-of-body experience, waiting for it to happen.
I was actually looking forward to it because I just really wanted to see how she would react.
Let's go.
All right, do it.
Slow push. Go ahead.
Easy.
Ronnie, let's just get it
When
over
did they
with.
start?
Don't rush it. Don't rush it.
Oh, my God.
5 seconds.
22, 22.
Whoa! 8 seconds. I couldn't believe it because Lisa's such a goody two-shoes, and I don't know. I just thought she'd be grossed out by Ronnie. I thought, you know, I just couldn't imagine that would ever happen. And Lisa's not the type that really partakes in any of our nonsense. Seven more seconds. He's feeling it already.
I wasn't trying to stick my finger up her asshole. It was like I was grabbing her ass, and it just happened to be my middle finger that just went right in the crack of her ass. And it looked like I had my finger in her ass. which I did.
I've kissed, you know, hundreds of guys. Who knows how many guys? And I'm sure I didn't enjoy most of them. And so, hey, it's Ronnie Mund. It wasn't so bad.
He should have stuck his finger in her ass. He's a disgusting man.
Was that gross to look at?
And a very hard crunch.
Oh, and it was so graphic, and there was tongue, and there was his hand up her ass, and it was like crazy. It's crazy. It was crazy stuff, man.
Gary, where does this stack up in your top moments of Stern history?
It's way better than Artie and Blue Iris. I loved it. I mean, it was great. And Lisa, you know, if she was doing it for publicity, as some accuse her of, I gotta say, she gave 110%.
I don't believe in coincidences. This was all about the book. This was all about the reinvention of Lisa G. This is to make the sex part of the Sex, Lies, and Cookies relevant.
I had no idea that it was going to work, and it did.
I have a feeling me and Lisa really would hit it off, man. Big time. After that kiss.
I can see how people will think, or Ronnie anyway, that, oh, she had to do the kiss because her book's coming out. It was really the timing of everything.
He's got very soft lips.
You were squeezing her ass.
Before the official release of Sex, Lies, and Cookies, HarperCollins threw me a book release cookie party. It was so great walking in and seeing all these cookies on one big table that were from recipes from my book, and I wasn't slaving away in my kitchen making them. It was great to see family and friends. George Takei stopped by. Hey, George. Oh, my gosh. Thank you for your
And you know, it needs a sprint. It's had a rough afternoon.
High Pitch Mike was there.
I'm looking for the sex. I'm looking for the lies. I've already found the cookies. Everybody's so excited.
I'm Lisa Sharkey. I work for HarperCollins. I acquired this fantastic book, Sex, Lies, and Cookies.
So enjoy and take cookies. Tons of cookies.
Yeah, and there's doggy bags for the cookies when you guys are done, but drink and eat away. And thank you, Lisa.
It was a fun night just seeing everyone together, having a good time. And I'm hopeful that good energy will spread out and more people will hear about the book. The book tour for Sex, Lies, and Cookies was a lot of fun. I went on the Today Show with Hoda and Kathy Lee. I went on Good Day New York with Greg Kelly. And then I went on New York Live with Sarah Gore and Jackie Reed. You sound guys, they zip you up and they look at your bra strap. It's like, what a job. Oh! I know a lot of people in New York media, and so it's going to be fun to see them and sit next to them, and so we'll see how it goes. Hi, I'm such a fan of yours. You look so great.
No, I am of yours. Let me tell you, and you'll know why when I say this. When I read this book, I was like, okay, this is my new Bible.
That really made my heart just, soar. You'll still see you in a few minutes.
Yes, we'll see you in a few minutes. All right, good.
Sex, Lies, and Cookies is out now, and the book signing is next Wednesday night at 7 p.m. at Book Review in Huntington, Long Island.
Oh, I love bookstores like this. Thanks so much. I started my career in Long Island. I started interning at WLIR, like I write in the book, when I was 17 years old. Even though I've lived in Chicago and I now live in Manhattan, I still consider myself very much a Long Island person. So, well, thanks for coming, everybody. I so appreciate it. Thank you. My goals for the media tour is really to get the message of Sex, Lies, and Cookies out to women. My final media TV stop was Better TV. They had this amazing kitchen. It was also a lot of fun just cooking up a couple of cookie recipes. The hardest part is what many of you don't know is
going through all the steps. You have 3 minutes to do this and 3 minutes to do that. And you have to, whip up the recipe and put it in the oven, pull it out of the oven.
Parents come better. Would you rather do it together? You're doing it again. Does this work?
I'm trying to ask first, Miss.
Oh, it's so cold.
JD and Andrea are going to talk, do their banter at the top. They'll toss over to you and say, what do you have going on over there?
You're under a lot of pressure to make sure you get all the keywords out about your book.
All right, everybody, here we go. Stand by.
I'm hopeful that it will really resonate with women. Everyone will tell all their friends. And I'm hoping for the best. At the end of the day, I'm very proud of my book.
I do hope that the book is successful. Clearly, there's a market for cookbooks that talk about sex, and Lisa G is the one to do it.
I'm hopeful that especially women, when they read this book, they'll see that, yes, you can go through hard times, but there is a lot of good stuff when you get through it. Really is a story about a journey of love, but really more so of how to love yourself. And if you do that first, everything will fall into place.
I'll throw you up against the glass, and I'll hump you as hard as I can.
You were squeezing her ass.
And I'll hump you as hard as I can.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hey, it's Gary Dell'Abate. On Monday's wrap-up show, our good buddy Ronnie came in, talked about how he grabbed it by the balls. A bit he was talking about. He grabbed it by the balls, said that's what he meant to say. Then we asked him what he thought of Anthony Weiner, and Ronnie never doesn't have a thought about anybody or anything, so here's what he had to say. What's the matter, Ronnie?
Nothing. I was told I had to come down and bail out the wrap-up show.
You don't have to do anything.
That's what I was told.
Bail out the wrap-up
That's
show?
right. Me and Jason have to bail out the wrap-up show.
So you saved the segment last week, and now you're saving the wrap-up show today.
Right.
I just wanted to grab this show by the balls and just run with it.
Yeah. Now, Ronnie, is that what you were trying to say, or were you trying a different expression, or do you use that expression a lot?
What?
You were explaining how you saved the show last week, and you said you took the situation.
I was explaining how I saved the show?
Yeah, that segment with the hottest chick, biggest fan.
I just said the girl was upset. I didn't say I was saving the show.
But you said that you grabbed it by the balls and took care of things.
That's what I said?
That's your quote.
Okay, so that's what I said.
Did you mean to say something else?
No.
You didn't mean to say grab the bull by the horns?
No.
Okay.
I know what I was saying. I'm not stupid.
When you went in today, you were fired up, though. Were you pissed off at Gary because you thought Gary gave the okay for what you did last week?
No, Gary knew what I was doing. He says I didn't know what I was doing.
You didn't tell
I said to you I was going to help the girl. And I told Jason also. Jason was thrilled with it.
Both Gary and
the girl
Jason,
was all happy.
Both Gary and Jason say that you told them after the fact.
Right. You didn't come in and say, hey, Gary.
No, I said to Jason, while it was going on, I'm helping the girl out because of the outfit.
Yeah, you grabbed me in the hall.
Right.
And by the way,
as it was going on.
I think it's great. I think you helped, make a good segment. So I'm not coming down on you at all. But the timeline was you stopped me in the hall and said, "Hey, listen, this girl had an extra dress. I told the other one to put it on." So
as it was going on.
But if you didn't see him in the hallway, he would know after the fact as well.
Right. And it was weird because, I tried to be the producer, in the beginning of the segment when she first showed up, she was practically in tears.
Right.
And she was like, I don't want to go on, blah, blah. So I took her aside and I just said, I think you look great. I think you came all the way out here. You have a chance to win $5,000. I think you're going to kick everyone, give her like a little pep talk. And she seemed to feel better about that. But I do think getting the dress and the shoes really,
So which one of you guys saved the segment?
Oh, I'm not taking credit for saving a segment at all.
Well, it sounds like you had a lot to do with it, too.
No, gee, I'm sorry. No, I was just trying to make her feel better.
No, but I think that's what I'm saying. I think that had a lot to do with it.
Sure. So it was Ronnie and I saved the segment together. No, I think that girl, Amy, who won, she was in a bad spot, and Ronnie and I helped her. But no, Ronnie didn't clear anything with me or you before he started doing all that.
Jason, it sounds like you saved it emotionally, whereas Ronnie saved it physically. Although you said that she got more confidence when you dressed her up.
I think I did a B to B plus job, and Ronnie did an A to A plus job, and I think the combo of the both of us helped.
What were you upset about today going in?
Because you can't do anything right here.
Come on, you really believe that? Honestly, you think that?
Yeah.
Why would you still be here if you didn't do anything?
Why am I
right?
getting yelled at for something that I made something better?
But see, it's a funny thing. You weren't getting yelled at.
Yeah, I was getting yelled. He's out of his mind.
He was just asking you.
No. I heard him before I walked in. I'm out of my mind.
Can we give Ronnie some credit for keeping up the Batman mustache? I didn't notice that until right now, but you're trimming it. I mean, that's still Batman.
Still Batman.
Yeah, nothing grew in.
Just a different shade, right?
Yeah, just a different shade of bat.
Yeah, different shade
It's
of
a
bat.
negative of Batman.
But you always say you can never do anything right. Look, everybody gets picked on for when they.
I don't care, so I get picked on. You know, it's like everything else. You get picked on around here. You know, it's part of the deal.
But you do care.
Yeah, but I care, but I don't care.
But you do care.
Yell at me all you want, but you know what?
But
I'm
don't
still
yell
going to
at
be
me.
here.
Are you not talking about your new car because you don't want to talk about it, or because John Lieberman
I
was
like to
asking
break
you the
John's
question?
balls.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Like with the pace car that time, remember?
I saw Ronnie's car. I thought it was awesome. I couldn't tell you what kind it is because I'm not a car guy.
Right.
I really don't know. But he had it out a couple weekends ago, and it looked cool.
See, I think you do care a lot, but you don't want to show that you care. So you say, "Oh, I don't care," but I think you do care. You take a lot of pride in your work.
Listen, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Like she says, it doesn't matter.
Do you feel that way, Gary?
About what?
Well, what Ronnie's saying, he's like, no matter what he does, it doesn't matter. He's still going to get, busted on.
I think that there's a degree of sort of goofing with Ronnie a little bit, but I think that Ronnie sometimes doesn't feel the good-natured goofing. It's all the same. With good-natured poking and yelling at him, you get the same reaction out of him.
Do you feel that way? Like some people are kind of joking and having a good time, while others maybe mean more what they're saying when they're breaking your balls?
Pretty much.
So who do you think means it more versus just kidding around having a good time?
Well, I think Gary means it a lot of times.
What do you mean? Means what?
Like when you got on the box this morning, I didn't know anything about it.
But I didn't.
But you did know about it.
No, I didn't. I knew about it after the fact.
Okay, but you still knew about it.
I know, but
it's not like I committed murder.
And nobody said you did. You got all mad. Gary, this is exactly how it went.
Because nobody ever. Whenever anything goes down here, nobody will run in, even if they'll say it outside the door. Okay, if they say it outside the door, they will not go inside and stand up for you ever.
Here's what happened this morning. It's very simple.
No matter what.
Howard asked you about it. You said Gary knew exactly what I was doing, and I said no, I didn't, which is, I think, a fact.
But you knew about it. It's
after
not like you
the
didn't
fact.
know about it.
No. We all knew about it after the fact.
All right, whatever.
But that's it. But I wasn't giving you a hard time. I'm saying I didn't know about it.
You think Gary's lying?
No, I don't. I'm not saying he's lying, but he did know about it.
He doesn't have your back
at one point.
At some point.
Gary just didn't have your back. I mean, that's what you're saying. Like, Gary could have easily put the fire out by saying, "Yeah, Howard, I was on top of it."
But that's like sort of good-natured ball busting. But it also makes me look bad when Howard's giving you a hard time about something, and you what you really did is you threw it back on me. So where's my back? You're like, Gary knew, like hot potato.
Ronnie, where do you come down on? Could you vote for Anthony Weiner after hearing all about this?
Definitely.
Why?
Why not? What did he do wrong?
Well, it's
nothing about his political career.
He did something wrong, and then he said he's never going to do it again, and then he did it again.
Yeah, but he's hanging out with chicks. What's wrong with that?
Well, he's married and he's got an infant.
Well, he's an idiot for that, but I mean, it's got nothing to do with his. When he was in office, supposedly he was a great guy. He did a lot of good for people.
I thought he was a very good politician, but I will say this: people like, there's no way he can get elected. They have videotape of Marion Barry smoking crack, and he became mayor of Washington again.
I think
crack, got his job back.
I think he can get elected. I absolutely do.
Well, the thing is, the thing that most people don't understand is that unless somebody gets 40% of the vote, which it doesn't look like anybody's going to get,
it's a runoff.
All he has to do is come in second.
Yep.
Now he comes in second against this probably Christine Quinn, right? And she's not that endearing to some people.
Right.
And then it becomes like the lesser two evils. He could totally win.
It doesn't make you think twice about him because he said he was reformed and he just got caught doing it again.
He could win the Democratic primary, but do you think he could win against a strong Republican candidate?
I don't know. No, but I don't think there is a strong Republican candidate.
What were you going to say, Ronnie?
No, I said, like I said before, I mean, it's got nothing to do with his political stuff that he does, and he's been a good guy as far as that.
So
elect the goddamn guy.
I have a different take. And first of all, all these people telling him to drop out. I mean, run or don't run.
Yes.
It's a free country.
It's people to decide.
But it was weird that I would have voted for him regardless of his sexting past. but there is something about this compulsion that scares me. Like it's almost like, you ever watch those Dateline to Catch a Predator?
Yeah.
And you ever see the guys that show up twice?
Yes.
Like that's almost like what he's like, and you're like, dude, what the fuck?
How many of these guys are like that, though? I mean,
Probably a lot.
I'm sure there's so many scandals going on.
Let me ask the more important question: which is the goof for your name, Carlos Danger or the Badass?
First of all, you can go to howardstern.com/news and vote on our poll and give us your answer.
I have an answer. I have an answer too. It's the Badass.
Why? Oh, it's so funny.
I guess it's if you see. I think you have to see who each one is representing. And when you see that JD is the badass and you realize he's not a badass, it's funny.
Here's why I think it's Carlos Danger. The Badass came up with that in high school. And all right, you got to give someone a little slide for being the 16-year-old
But still
kid.
using it well after high school.
Well, look, as someone who still uses my stupid IM from high school, I understand it's hard to shake that stuff. But Carlos Danger, from everything I can tell, is new. Like, that's the name he came up with after he got caught the first time.
That's a sexting name.
So to be a 30, 40-year-old guy, politician, coming up with the name Carlos Danger to try and trick a 20-year-old girl in Indiana, I just think that is the creepiest name of them all.
Ronnie, where do you stand on this?
Yeah, but it's not. Is he meeting these girls and fucking them or whatever?
No, we're just talking names. We're just talking
They're
names.
having phone sex now.
Yeah, okay.
I mean,
But
she's
he's
22.
still-
She's an adult.
So
She's
what?
an
She still
adult.
hasn't done anything.
Yeah.
He hasn't-
No,
he hasn't-
that's not the
he
issue.
hasn't-
He's a rape. No one's accusing him of rape.
Yeah, no one's accusing him of anything.
It's a lack of judgment. Did you hear the teacher? The teacher had a great thing. She said, if I did what you did, I'd be fired. So why am I supposed to vote for you?
Like, it's not illegal to invite only female interns to your parties. It's just wrong.
Hey, stop it now.
Do you ever have an online name or anything like that? If you had one, what would it be?
No, I don't know. I don't have any online names.
Well, he's a scores man or
The Gray Ghost.
Ricky man.
The Gray Ghost.
The Gray Ghost?
Yeah, that was my old CB handle.
We'll go with that.
On Tuesday's wrap-up show, Matthew Berry stopped by to talk about his time in the studio and if he destroyed our fantasy football league. And then the conversation turns to Sydney Leathers. Yes, Anthony Weiner's sexting pal spilled everything, and we couldn't stop talking about it. Take a look.
Will is the former commissioner of our fantasy league, and as it came up on the interview today, part of the reason he's not commissioner anymore is because of Matthew, who's sitting to my right, and just it's a lot of work putting together a league, which Will also, always does on the weekends and during our off time.
Yes.
But there's a lot of headaches that come with it, and now Jason has become the acting commissioner.
Now, what does that mean, by the way? Somebody said he's the acting commissioner?
Yeah, he pretends to be the commissioner.
But who's going to be the commissioner?
Jason, because nobody else wants to do it. And also, I heard that he was lobbying for this, Gary, a long time ago.
I got a note this morning that said the same thing, that he'd been lobbying for this since last November.
So, yeah, it's not an enviable position.
It's true that he's an asshole.
It is the worst job in fantasy. So I'll just say, I think Will did a good job as commissioner. I said that privately in emails to him, to the league.
You did say that.
I'll say that on the air, too. I think he did a good job. It was just one particular... Well, no, there was one particular thing that, I needled him a little bit. I was a little bit of a jerk, and I think it was a little bit of a mosquito, and then he came back at me with a nuclear bomb. I think the reaction was stronger from Will.
What, go fuck yourself, basically?
Yes, right.
I don't know if that's a nuclear bomb.
Well, because I was sending a private note to Will. I sent a private note to Will saying, hey, I don't understand this. And then you sent a league-wide email
I think it was the
basically
third
saying,
time
fuck you.
It was the third time you brought up the same issue. And again, because you weren't happy with the way that it had gone down for you.
I just didn't understand it. Right.
No,
because I didn't understand it. That's the thing. I didn't understand the rule. And I'm just like, so
I thought that you were intentionally not understanding.
No. I just clearly did not understand. And I'm like, well, I would have done A if I'd known this, but how I understood it, so I did B. And I said, like, am I the only one? And then everyone else in the league were like, oh, no, we don't understand this rule either. So everyone in the league didn't understand it.
No, that's not true. It's just Jason didn't understand it because he loves you.
JD didn't
John
understand.
Hine gave a perfectly good explanation of what the rule was.
Then at the end of his email where he explained it says, I think that's right. Am I right, Will? Like, he wasn't even 100% sure.
Well, again, not my problem anymore. It's all Jason. Because I don't want to deal with this.
Yeah. I got to say, there was a 3-day period where every morning we came in and Will was just like, you know what? I don't fucking need this.
Exactly. I don't want to be irritated over fantasy fucking football. It's not my life like it is other people. It does. It drives me nuts because I'm trying to do a good thing for people.
Right.
Like, I don't have the free time to go spend doing dealing with other people's bullshit in the league. Deal with it. I don't care. I don't want to.
That's a good point. I think one of the things that like sort of got under Will's skin there is like it's taking time away from his kid, away from his wife, right? And I mean, so no, it's family time. You're doing it on family time, and so I get that. You know, I do get that, and I said to Will, and I think he did a really good job.
As irritated as Will is right now, and
I'm not that irritated.
We know he's an angry guy.
Yes.
This pales in comparison to the anger that we all had to suffer from JD, who's all upset about this possible punishment for a league.
We have to have a punishment for the last place loser.
We don't. No.
The odds of you finishing last four times in a row.
No. Well, first of all, if we had it to a certain Mr. Hines way, it would go retroactive, so I get punished 3 times again.
And retroactive.
Yeah. But I don't want a punishment. I think.
What if you have to skip lunch?
What? Shut up.
But JD,
get out your fucking dumb jokes.
If the punishment were you got thrown out of the league, is there not another league you could go play with that'd be fun?
Yeah, sure, but this is the work league. I gotta watch all you assholes talk about it in front of me, and it's not fun.
By the way, I didn't say the last place team needed to be punished. I said whoever wins the league gets to.
That's already your assumption. Right. I was assuming
the winner gets to throw out of the league whoever they want. That was the one I tried to float. That's
the Cousin Sal League. That's what it is. It's 11 members, and the winner of the league gets to kick one guy out for 1 year.
I'm all for a punishment. But I don't think that should be the punishment because I want something we can constantly goof on. Like if JD or
I
myself,
get goofed on enough. I don't need to add one more.
If JD or myself aren't playing next year, it's just kind of like weird. Right. Whereas if one of us had to get a tattoo, then that's like a constant source of.
We were talking about this yesterday. Would you go a shaved head?
Yes, I'm practically there anyway.
Would you go not a permanent tattoo, but a 3-month henna tattoo that like on your arm of something super gay?
Yes, I would. I would not happily do it, but I would still join the league if that was the fun.
If I like, I know what I would do. By the way, if I won, oh my god, I would totally put a giant tattoo of Teen Mom on his back, on JD's back.
Brody Jenner.
You would hate that, right?
I would do it.
And I would hate you.
No, no, Gary, you're missing it. It's got to be Teen Mom making out with Jared. That's the tattoo on the back,
or
right there,
or making out with Brody Jenner.
Right.
But then I floated a joke.
How about you tattoo this conversation on my fucking back?
I cracked a joke in the email yesterday, and I didn't realize how creepy it was because Brandano didn't understand it. I said, the loser has to get breast implants, and I remember the guy who lost a bet.
Oh yeah, yes.
And got
he won it, but he said he would bet to get breast implants.
He did that on purpose. The bet was to get breast implants for a year, and he liked them so much. I think he ended up keeping them.
That's it.
He kept them.
Yeah.
Supposedly he ended up getting more action with the breasts than he ever had before because I don't think he was that attractive a guy. And then there were all these women that were sort of interested in it.
And I'm an ugly guy with breasts, and it gets me nowhere.
What are you going to do? But like, it doesn't have to be that extreme. Like in the book, there's a bunch of punishments of various leagues. There's a league where everyone gets to throw tomatoes at the guy for a minute.
That's
like,
awesome.
Just for 1 minute, like everyone in the league just throws tomatoes at the loser. The one I mentioned on the air today, where the loser has to dress up as a lion and they all chase him with paintball guns, which I think is very funny.
Gary, I got one.
Okay,
loser has to be videotaped in the Robo Spanker for Howard TV. So you gotta ass out in the Robo Spanker, minute and a half. No, not good enough for Howard TV.
It's just like it's not fun enough.
And Howard views all this as what, a complete waste of time,
juvenile, stupid, waste of time, waste of his time for what we could be doing for him.
Yeah, Matthew, you tried to get him to sign on, and he wanted no part of it.
He wanted no part of it. I think he did somewhat understand the concept. I think before he didn't get it at all. And I think after the segment, he now at least with like the Fantasy Bachelor talk and like
that was the scary part.
Stuff.
That's when he got it. When you said Fantasy Bachelor, I get it. That I understand.
Sure.
Right. So I think he understood, and I think he gets the sort of male bonding of it and the camaraderie of it. But he definitely had a raised eyebrow. If at 10 you're like a hardcore fantasy fanatic and a 0 you hate it, and Howard was a 0 this morning, maybe he's at a 2 now. Or a 1. We've moved the needle a little bit for him.
0.5.
Can we get some work out of the way? By the way, all the stuff I put out there. So 10 teams or 12 teams for our league. I got 4 no votes on the expanding the league so far.
I'm another one.
No, you were one of the 4 original.
10 is fine.
10 is fine. All right, so 10. Okay. Do we want to go to points per percent PPR league? Anyone?
No, I can't. Listen, I'm the fantasy guy, and even I'm like, as a Howard Stern fan, I'm like, they don't care about this.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just trying to get this off.
But the wrap-up show audience does.
This is what happens when Jason takes control.
No on the PPR league.
Yeah, now you got your commissioner. You got your dream over there, Barry.
Trying to get this all
Acting, the world of
Acting
Jason.
commissioner.
You should take line 7 because apparently not everybody is into fantasy football.
Joe, welcome to the wrap-up show.
Hey, thanks for taking my call, guys. Who's doing the crying there about being commissioner? Is that Jason?
No, Will.
Will was. Will was whining about it.
Listen, if you guys I've been doing commissioner for over 15 years. I run a website for fantasy sports. By the way, Matt, all the accolades you get is well worth it. I've known you since you were the talented Mr. Roto. But if you got good rules, being a commissioner is not a big deal. The league will run itself. So.
Yeah, we tweaked the rules a little bit, no doubt about it. But I thought they were for the better. I think most people liked actually the way the rules were. But,
No, after the whole dust-up that we were talking about, the rules got changed a little bit, and I think everyone was happy.
Yeah,
I mean,
you're probably right.
So
it
ultimately ended up working out. And Will and I became closer.
Listen, we're Cuse boys. We're Cuse boys. We can never
are
be
Cuse
enemies.
boys. That's very
but
true.
That was another thing that Will was getting really irritated about when Jerry O'Connell was in the league. I was trying to explain to Howard today. I would be like, well, what's going on with my pick? It's like, I don't know. Fucking Jerry won't answer me. He's on the West Coast. He's not answering me. And it would slow everything down.
Real quick, we go in an order, and it's not automated. So we have to wait for the person before you to pick before you can move on. And Jerry was taking so long, we had to institute a 24-hour policy that if you didn't make a pick in 24 hours, we moved on. And even that was a long wait because he'd take the full 24 hours. It was a lot of waiting.
Scott Salem felt he was misrepresented today on the show.
That's another thing I was going to talk about. So what do we give? 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes per pick? Yeah. If you need the full 5 minutes in the first round, there's something wrong with you, right?
One stat I wanted to bring up, but I thought it would just be too sort of nerdy for Howard's audience, but it's hilarious. So last year, Scott Salem had Calvin Johnson, literally the best wide receiver in the NFL, and he led the NFL in targets last year. So he got the best NFL wide receiver, got the most throws to him, and yet he was tackled at the 1 yard line 5 times. Most in the NFL, he was tackled inside the opponent's 5 yard line 8 times. So it's just like, you want to talk about back cloud. He got more targets last year than the year before, and yet he went from 16 touchdowns to 5.
Didn't they take away a touchdown from him too? A very controversial call where they said it wasn't a completion of a catch or something like that.
That was 2 years ago. That was 2 years ago against the Bears. But yeah, I mean, I wanted to do that stat because I thought it was a perfect Scott the Engineer stat, but I figured that would
I think he had
glaze
Chris
over.
Johnson too the year like that. He kind of shit the bed. Like, that whole thing started.
He's totally the black cloud.
Do you think that we all have bad players or that we just notice Scots because they're Scots?
I think part of it is noticing Scots because they're Scots, but part of it, the thing that drives me crazy is exactly what you brought up. As fun as the draft is, it can get long. And when you're taking the full 5 minutes, 3 minutes every single time, and then you make a shitty pick on top of it, it's like you want to kill yourself.
Well, and the other thing is that Jason always elbows me, is Scott comes with this thing of papers, which gets out of order after the first time he looks at them. So you're like, hey, it's time to pick a tight end. And you see, pick a paper. He picks one up, he walks to the board, wrong piece of paper, puts it down, goes back. A lot of
right. Sometimes he'll put down the paper. He'll put down the paper. You'll go up to the stickers and you'll forget your player when you're searching through the stickers.
Not true.
And you have to go back to some.
And then Scott can't see, so he goes through every pile of stickers.
Yeah, the thing that drives me nuts with him is his research starts when he goes on the clock.
Right.
He's not like prepping when other people are going.
Well, Scott explained that. He's too busy working on the show.
That's right.
To start.
That's funny because he looked like he was staring at the wall.
The league has voted you most valuable douchebag for that comment.
Thank you very much.
Throwing the entire league under the bus.
Maybe after the 10th round, I slow down a little on my picks. The first.
Scott, it's just not true.
It's not true.
You're slow.
Not on the first.
All right,
half a round.
Well, this brings up a good thing, which as long as
we have 90 seconds, and I use all of it. Whatever we have. I'm allowed that time. I don't go over the time limit. I'm too busy eating pizza that he brings or White Castle, whatever Jason
It's like
brings.
when you're watching the NFL draft and the team they're going to take, and they take all the time just for the sake of taking it.
Like the worst thing is when the team with the top draft pick uses the full 15 minutes. You had 9 months to fucking think about this.
I do. There's in the book. There's actually a whole thing called That Guy. Like, don't be that guy. And there's a couple of them where Scott is literally that guy. It's one of those things.
Well, if you don't like me then, Wait till this year.
Bring it on. I'm all for it. But here's what I was going to say is since we have a lot of the league here, one of the issues is draft day. And so last year we did the draft at a conference room here at Sirius. And so I would suggest, because draft day is such a great moment, let's do this somewhere. Let's do this somewhere fun. I don't care. I don't care where it is, whether it's a bar, whether it's a restaurant. Call up Lonnie. I don't know. Whatever you guys want to do. Have some. Do it. Let's do it somewhere fun. Make a big event, and if you want, invite the public because they'll see what we're talking about with Scott.
We're talking about all of this. Don't worry. We're talking about all of this.
Now that Howard has seen this world and Matthew's opened his eyes, do you think he's changed his attitude at all towards fantasy sports and fantasy football?
I think he thinks it's stupid, but he very much enjoyed watching us all fight like Lord of the Flies.
Yes.
Didn't you think for a second he was just going to say the league has to go away?
Yeah, he almost
immediately?
did. I absolutely thought that could happen today. So, Matthew, you did a good job. JD, you got accused of overthinking things.
And overeating.
Do you feel that you overthink not just the fantasy draft, but life in general? Are you overthinking too much?
Yeah, a little bit.
What are you pointing to?
ICP walking through the hallways.
I was the one that brought that up, and my feeling is that what JD does draft-wise, I think, happens in his own life, which is he just gets in his own way too much. I honestly think a lot of times JD's his own worst enemy.
Oh, I agree with that.
But you did win the league once, so you should feel that you can do it.
You know what,
again.
John? All right, okay. Are you letting me have my victory now? Because every time I bring it up, you're like, I gave you that victory.
What are you talking about?
You're such an asshole.
He beat me that year. So how did he give it to you? How did you give it to him?
Well, I gave him LaDainian Tomlinson and a couple other guys, but in a trade that favored him, I think.
No. I gave you LaDainian Tomlinson. You gave me Steven Jackson.
Oh, right. I gave you Steven Jackson.
And something else.
Well, anyway, but kidding aside, you won the league, so that means you can do it.
Yeah, well, I'd like to do it again, but it doesn't help when you lose 3 times in a row, and I got you nagging in my ear like, I gave you that victory. I gave you that victory.
Well, I did.
But you have to block it out. You just have to have the confidence. You're like, I've won this league before. I can win it again. There's no way I'm losing last place 4 years in a row. You should be all in on this punishment.
No.
And you should be, I'm all in on this punishment. I'm going to do everything possible to make sure John Hine gets this punishment.
What's the punishment?
We have to figure that out, Benji. And you would be great to come up with what this is. We have to figure out what the last place
you have to
should
fuck
do.
me, JD.
One last question. How difficult is it to lose 4 years in a row?
It's
3
it's
years.
almost statistically impossible.
It's almost as hard as it is to win 4 years in a row, right? To win.
I think it's harder to lose to finish last 3 years in a row than it is to win 3 years in a row. I actually think that's harder to do.
Wow. All right, let's move on to another fantasy, if you will, with Sydney Leathers coming in today. And this one, Gary, I don't know. There was mixed reaction to her in terms of, is she making the most of the moment, and was she a victim here, or is she taking advantage of the situation?
This is my personal opinion on it. She's not a victim. She's totally taking advantage of the moment. So what? She came in and she told us everything. And, listen, if he's going to do that shit and expect that no one's going to talk about it, then he's out of his mind. And I have been sort of supportive. I'm like, let the people vote. Live and let live. If they don't like him, whatever, he's a good politician. But when you start to hear the transcripts and then you start to hear her talking, it's very obvious, by the way. I think somebody in the office said it. This is a compulsion. Like, this is beyond just a horny guy.
Because of the coming 5 times, because of the multiple